Hey guys, welcome to Chris Mack. For today's video we have the 2022 Genesis G80 Sport. This is the base model. We do also have a Prestige Pack version, which I'll be showing you guys later. But let me show you around this vehicle. Then we're going to take it for a quick drive. Please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Let's get into it, shall we? Looking on the outside of the 22 Genesis G80 Sport. Now, of course, this is a base model Sport. It's not the Prestige model. That will be coming later for a video. But this is your key fob right here in Genesis fashion. Your lock, unlock, as well as trunk release, automatic start. But looking at the vehicle, you can see the more aggressive front end with air intakes on the side right here, and the darkened headlights. These are full LEDs. These are your 19-inch rims with 245 width tires. If you get the Prestige Pack, you do get 20-inch rims. Of course, the mirrors are power folding with a panoramic sunroof. The rear tires are 275 width. Looking out back, you can see the little bit more aggressive rear diffuser with air intakes. I would have liked to seen a quad exhaust pipe like the previous generation. Opening the trunk, which is powered, of course. You can see you do have all-weather floor mats. Space is pretty good, and you do have a spare tire. You do this thing one-handed, and you do have a spare tire rated for 50 miles an hour. Fixed flat kit, a nice pass-through. Close trunk, and you also do have a lock function. Let me show you under the hood. The powertrain hasn't changed for 22. So the Sport does come standard with a 3.5 twin turbo V6, 375 horses, 391 pound-foot of torque. 17 in the city and 26 on the highway, around 20 combined. Still connected to a 8-speed automatic transmission. Now let me show you guys the interior of the G80 Sport. This one is $65,000. The one we have on our lot, which is a Prestige Pack Sport, is priced at around $71,000. Now looking on the interior, you can see first thing to notice is the new seat pattern design with diamond stitching and the red inserts, which is kind of a sportier theme with a vehicle like so. And of course the materials are nice and high quality. You do have manual sunshades, and if you open the center console, you do have a power rear window sunshade with 3-stage heated rear seats, 2 USB ports, as well as 2 cup holders. And of course this one does come with your HVAC controls, single zone for the rear, making this 3-zone climate controls throughout the whole vehicle, adjustable temperature, and you can also control the passenger seat. You can also unlock and lock the doors from the rear, and materials even down here are all soft touch and high quality. This is how much headroom I have, as well as the leg room at 5'6". Show you guys the passenger side real quick before we hit the cockpit. You do have power passenger seat with forward lumbar support. Let's hop into the driver's seat and show you guys what this is about. Now, opening the driver door, of course, you do have your 2-person memory, power folding mirrors, and of course, this one does have a massage function for the driver only. I would definitely like to see one for the passenger side, but this is a good start. You do have a cushion extension, as well as bolsters, a power tilt telescoping steering wheel, now first thing that makes this a little bit different from the regular G80, you can see the sporty looks on the outside, but what is different on the interior? First, you are greeted with this 3-spoke steering wheel with red stitching. Even the front seats have plenty of red stitching to show the difference between this and a regular model. And you also do have the black, piano black trim right here, which honestly I don't really like. I wish they had an option for like wood, or maybe like brought the carbon fiber a little bit further down here, but overall it is pretty good. So as you can see on this side, you do have your light controls, and you do have your central screen. Of course, this is not a prestige pack, so you won't have the full digital display, but in typical Genesis fashion, you do have your rev gauge right here for RPMs. You can control your central screen, put your different speed and stuff right here. You can use the toggle right here. Engine temperature and other different vehicle functions. You do also have your radio presets, etc. And then with volume settings, adaptive cruise control on this side. And then of course you do have your 12-inch display right here in the center, which is of course touchscreen, a little far away. I wish they brought the screen a little bit closer, but overall the graphics are very crisp and clear. You have your navigation, and of course, you know what we do. We have navigation up. We're going to do our navigation test and see how it does. Now you can also use the dial in the center console, but I like the touch. It's a little bit easier, and you can also use the voice recognition right here, which honestly is actually very intuitive. I was in a 21 G80 similar to this one, and I used the voice command while driving, and it picked up very well. So you go ahead and set that as your destination, and as you can see, it picked up the destination with no problem at all. This one does have Sirius XM radio. This is a Lexicon surround sound speaker system. Now, my favorite preferences for the Lexicon surround sound speaker system is leaving it on stage. We can really feel like the audio is like very good, clear, and crisp. Now, unfortunately, we don't have my phone charger with me to show you guys the Apple CarPlay integration, but overall, it's actually pretty good. I just recommend putting it on stage mode to get the maximum effect of the noise on the interior. You do also have your media connections for your phone. You do have weather, traffic, and fuel prices, which in this time and day right now with gas prices being $5 a gallon for premium, you definitely need that. And you do also have a valet mode. You do have seats, a quiet mode to enhance the noise up front. If you have kids in the back and you want to have like no noise back there and they're sleeping, you can do that, where it only plays the music up front. And you do also have a redundant climate section right here, just like the climate controls down here, which I'll talk about in a minute. And also your manual is built into the central screen. Now coming on down here, you do have your push button start. Now I do want to try out the turn signal. My bad, I hit the wrong side. So you do have the camera mirrors and the turn signals. I do like how high quality the stalks are on each side. And of course, you do have your shortcut buttons, your map, your navigation, your radio, and then your media integration whenever you, of course, the sounds of nature. Just very relaxing, I tell you. Just so relaxing. You do also have a favorites button right here, which you can customize for what you want. You can toggle between all these different options, as well as a steering wheel favorite mode. But honestly, it's not that much different versus a 21 G80. Just a couple more graphics. Like we see the RPM as like the kind of flaming design right here, and then you can kind of see the sounds of nature. It has like a little picture every time you change the different modes. That's honestly the only thing that I see different. You also have paddle shifters, of course. And then coming further down, you do have your different vehicle settings. So you do have ambient lighting right here, of course. That's one of my favorite features of this car. That and massaging seats, as well as the sounds of nature. Very relaxing. And then, of course, you do have your climate controls, dual zone with heated and cooled front seats, 3-stage, and a 2-stage heated driver's steering wheel. Now you do have a 2 USB ports down here, as well as a wireless charging pad, which we'll try with my iPhone 13, see how good it is. As you can see, it's charging no problem. Now looking further down here in the center console, you do have your volume control and your tune for your different radio presets. You do have a home and a lovely back button in case you make a mistake and need to go back. You do have your rotary dial right here, which you can use to toggle the different displays. And then you just select in the middle, and then you have a back button, go back. And of course, putting it into reverse, you do have your 360 camera. Amazing graphics. You can actually see the steering wheel turn with the graphics. They do have 2 cup holders and drive modes right here. A button for your camera, 360 camera, of course. I'm glad that's standard on the base model Sport. Parking sensors, and you do have drive modes. So you have an Eco, a Custom, a Comfort, and a Sport. So if we put it in Custom, you can customize your settings in the driver screen right here. Go to drive modes, Custom. And of course, since this does have adaptive suspension, you can actually have everything comfort. So what I would have for my personal custom mode would be Smart for the powertrain, steering with a little bit of heft, comfort suspension, and a sporty all-wheel drive. That would be my ideal custom mode. Looking right here, you do have your center console, the 12-volt charger right here. And further up here, you do have sunglass holder and a panoramic sunroof. This button right here controls your rear power sunshade. You have LED illumination up here with the SOS button. You can see you do have a tilt mode, and it also slide back. So of course we have to see how this thing does. We're going to do a quick little drive, nothing too much, and see how this thing drives. That is going to wrap up my video on the 2022 Genesis G80 Sport. Please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Giving us a little pull. This is Chris signing out.